Well, good evening, everybody, or should I say good early Saturday morning. I'm David Paul here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. Welcome to everybody watching us on Plus and across our digital and social platforms. We've got an expanded severe thunderstorm warning and thunderstorm watch across southeast Texas as this line of thunderstorms, round one of thunderstorms, pushes in here late tonight and early on this Saturday morning. Got a couple of things going on. We got a line of storms coming in from the west. The yellow boxes indicate severe thunderstorm warning in effect till 2:15 for Brenham and Washington County, for Austin County, and for most of Colorado County. Again, that's in effect till 2:15 early this morning. That'll probably be expanded as this pushes down I-10 toward the Houston area. Out ahead of the line, got some new scattered showers popping up here in the Gulf. Going to be watching those. Sometimes it'll be the ones out in front of the main line that are racing to the north that also can become severe in the right type of condition. So a lot to watch as we move through the next several hours, and we'll have plenty of lightning and thunder and gusty wind gusts to 60, I think, are the greatest threat with that current severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the western counties. While we've got that, let's just go over everything and all the different moving parts of this overnight thunderstorm complex. First of all, weather impact alert is in effect for today, not just for this round of storms that comes in early this Saturday morning, but also tonight into the wee hours of Sunday morning. We're going to have another round of storms come in. So this is a two-rounder, one that's happening now over the next couple of hours, and then we're going to reload late Saturday afternoon and Saturday night with another round of storms. So it'll be two rounds. And again, gusty wind and street flooding from locally heavy rain will be the biggest threats to watch for. As far as the severe threat category, street flooding is medium, wind damage is medium, straight line wind gusts to 60. I think these two are the biggest threats of the thunderstorms coming through. Tornadoes and large hail, the chance isn't zero, it's more than zero. The chance is there, but it's quite low. I think if we're going to see a tornado, it'll be very isolated, but you know, all it takes is one little one in the wrong spot to cause damage. So we'll be watching for that possibility this afternoon and Saturday afternoon and Saturday night as well. As far as the wind threat, straight line wind threat, somewhere between 5 and a 15% threat across the area. It's on the low end of the threat category, but it is there. So again, the severe element with this is there, but it's not huge. It's really just the rain, the wet roads, and the fact that we haven't had rain for so long that is going to cause a lot of issues for folks out there on the roads moving around today. Flood watch is also in effect. That's in effect through Sunday morning until round two of storms exits after midnight Sunday morning. We'll go over the timing on all of that here as we move along. Flood risk, it's in the marginal to slight. So here we are in Houston, slight, 2 out of a 4-tiered flood risk. It's really isolated street ponding. That's the threat. We're not expecting any bayous to rise. We're not expecting rises on rivers that would cause any type of structure flooding. We're talking about nuisance flooding on roadways and the ditches on the side of the road. Some of the rural areas, those ditches are very deep. Even in the non-rural areas, the ditches turning into a parking lot can be really deep. So be very careful as those could fill up in some of the heavy downpours that we're expecting to have. Again, here's the big picture. A couple of things. There's the line of thunder showers moving to the east at about 20 to 30 miles an hour. So you'd expect wind gusts of 20 to 30 across the board as that comes through. The counties all lit up in yellow, which includes all of southeast Texas, is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect through the early morning hours as the line of thunder showers pushes on through. And again, a closer view, it's Washington County, Austin County, Colorado County that are currently under a severe thunderstorm warning. That's until 2:15 this afternoon. This morning, let's just take a little closer look at how this is lining up into here. Again, there's the details in your severe thunderstorm warning until 2:15. Tornado possible. Anytime you get a severe thunderstorm warning, a tornado is possible in a severe thunderstorm, although at the moment we're not seeing rotation. I'm going to look inside the storm. We'll look for rotation, but I haven't been seeing any as it's been approaching. Hail size, could see 3/4 inch hail and a wind gust to 60. I think that's the biggest threat. Straight line wind gusts, west to east wind gusts with this as it moves through really will be the largest threat. But you can see the line getting close to Brenham, Columbus, Garwood, Austin County, get a little closer look at you guys in here. So, industry, you're just about to get in on the leading edge of that. There's Belleville, there's Cat Spring. So it's got another 20 minutes to get to Belleville and Cat Spring. But there are a couple of showers popping up out ahead of the main line right now. So again, you're under that severe thunderstorm warning in Austin County until 2:15. Really, it's straight line winds to 60 that are the greatest threat, I think, by far. A couple of things we've been looking at. I'm looking at lightning strikes. They have been on the increase. About 20 minutes ago, I was looking at lightning in this section here. We were up to about 200 strikes. Now we're up to above 300, 294. This updates every couple of minutes. So, the more lightning strikes you're getting, it indicates more convection in the storm, more up and down motion, and that's a good indication of whether or not we're getting severe limits. When you see about 300 strikes in an area in this size, I've got outlined in red here, that's right at the lower end of a severe threat. I've been looking at lightning strikes in that type of size for a long time. That's on the lower end of a severe threat. So it's there, 312 strikes here as it's just updating. So getting plenty of lightning and thunder out of that. Talked about whether or not we've got a tornado threat. We were looking at the Doppler part of Doppler radar here, looking inside the storm. And what you're seeing here, this type of a display, that's straight line. You're looking at that, that's going to be all straight line wind coming out of that. We're not seeing any couplets. I'm not seeing any bright colors coming in contact with cool colors. I don't see any couplets forming here. That's just a lot of west to east wind gusting to 60, possible Brenham to Industry to Columbus as that leading edge pushes in. Let me just, while we're here, let me give you a little closer view of, we're switching radar sites here. There we go. So Brenham, Industry, Columbus, right on the leading edge of that. Now this wind is above ground level, so these wind speeds I'm going to show you here, they're above ground level, but it'll give you an indication of what kind of gust you can get. Gust to 16, gust to 18. I'm not seeing anything too over the top here. Gust to 25 down toward Columbus. Those are just above ground level. So the winds right now, at least estimated on radar, are not very strong. We're not seeing damaging wind gusts here estimated by radar right now. Not that you couldn't see it, but I think we're on the low end of any type of severe storm right now. But that's the leading edge of the wind gust and the line of thunderstorms pushing in from the west. Let's take a look at future track. So by the time we get to 5 o'clock, future track has that line of thunderstorms knocking on the door of downtown Houston. I think this may be a little slow. Here we are, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So, we already have the line here, Brenham to Columbus. Yeah, it's only about an hour and a half, 2 hours away, so 2 o'clock. So I think by 4 o'clock, we're probably about an hour slow here. So let's just back that up, say by 4 o'clock in the morning, we're seeing these storms knocking on the door of downtown Houston. Future track then takes it to the coast, so by 6:30, so it'll be before 6:30, line of thunderstorms racing along the coast. And I think you may see some very strong wind gusts across Galveston Bay. So if you're near Galveston Bay complex, especially over here on Smith Point, you could get some really strong winds coming across the bay, easily gusting to 60. Wouldn't be surprised to see special marine warning issued. Now let me show you how this plays out Saturday. Storm swoosh through in the morning, and that is going to settle down the atmosphere. So by noon, it's a beautiful day. 3 o'clock, still looking real good, but notice, beginning to see a few more showers pop up by 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. So this is the beginning of round 2 beginning to brew as an upper level component to this whole thing comes in. This is 5 o'clock. It may be that most of the area is still rain-free by 5 o'clock, scattered thunder showers building out to the west. They become more numerous by 7:30, and you can see there's a boundary up in here. Watch how this is going to push across the area between 7:30 Saturday night and 10 o'clock Saturday night. So there may be some strong thunderstorms. We may be doing this all over again as we get into the evening hours on Saturday. Line pushes out of here after midnight, and by 5 a.m. Sunday we're done. And Sunday is going to end up being a beautiful, beautiful day. Rain totals, we really right now could take just about all the rain we can squeeze out of this. I think there may be an isolated area by the time both rounds are done that have a total to 6 inches. but we're going to get a break in between rounds, so I'm not expecting any big flooding threat, just isolated street ponding, isolated street flooding in some spots. But overall, you know, southeast Texas, we're in that yellow to orange, so we're in that 3 to 6 range. I think that's really the sweet spot of what we need right now. 6 is about all you want to see right now before we get any bayous having some issues. So we can take 3 to 6 inches. The ground will soak it up. We really need the rain. That looks like what we're going to get with the 2 rounds coming in, one early this morning and then one coming in Saturday evening. Extended again, weather impact alert. And now we've switched days, so that's going to be Saturday, weather impact alert on Saturday. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday looking really good. I think Halloween, and again, everything shifted on me here since we switched to midnight. It's all automated. But Friday is Halloween. Friday, 49.72. What a beautiful day for Halloween. So we've got that going for us, as well as the temperature pattern changes over the next 7 days. It's going to be nice. All right, real quickly, we'll wrap this up. Give you a look at the radar. One more look at it. Line of thunderstorms. Come on, radar. Coming in across the area right now. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning in effect till 2:15 for Brenham, Washington County, for New Ulm, Cat Spring, Industry in Austin County, Columbus, Colorado County, right in here. We're getting wind gusts. We're estimating with radar wind gusts are actually below 60, but that's the possibility as that pushes through. All right, so we'll keep you posted on this as we move through the overnight. We'll probably give you another update here within the hour. So if you want to just keep us on, we'll be up with you within the hour for our next live update.